Yeah, it's Halloween. I know. What does that mean to me? I review horror movies all the time. I can't do something special for tonight. But that's not good enough for you, is it? Now, you want me to do something? You want me to try a little bit? At least try. Alright. Be right back. It's my costume. I'm a lion. Grr. And it seems by some coincidence, tonight's movie is about lions. This is the 2007 When Nature Attacks movie, Prey.
Before I start though, there are two things bugging me about this movie. First of all, the writer-director, Darrell Roodt.
His name, it just sounds so familiar to me somehow. Have I reviewed something in the past that he's done before?
Secondly, this movie is apparently based on true events.
I have here the true events in question. Would anyone like to hear them?
In March of 1898, the British started building a railway bridge over the Savo River in Kenya. During the next 9 months of construction, 2 maneless male Savo lions stalked the campsite, dragging Indian workers from their tents at night and devouring them. Crews tried to scare the lions off and built campfires and formed fences to keep them out, but to no avail. After many attacks, hundreds of workers fled from Savo, halting construction on the bridge.
Spoiler, nothing I've just said has anything to do with anything that happens in this movie, outside of the existence of lions. Seriously, calling this movie based on true events is like saying The Leprechaun is based on true events, because hey, Ireland's a real place, right?
So this movie starts in a David Attenborough episode. Here we see the majestic lion take down the... Was that a fucking cow noise?
Oh, this is going to be one of those stock sound effect monster movies, isn't it? Well, might as well help them out.
After some more nature doco stock footage, we meet our fish out of water characters.
No, baby, take it slow. Take it slow.
Hello, and welcome to...
Just take it slow.
Whoa, hey, I got a deposit on this thing.
And hey, the father is played by Peter Weller. Guess that means I can throw the Johnson clip somewhere in this review. Yeah, it's awful nice of you guys to take time out of your holiday to make it painfully obvious how cliché your characters are. On your left, you will see some stock footage of zebras and elephants. And on your right, you will see bitchy daughter, annoying kid's son, and new stepmother Amy trying to get the kids to like her. Although personally, I wouldn't bother, because I've known the daughter here for about 3 minutes, and already I want to slap her.
Look at her. It's pathetic. Could that bathing suit be any skimpier? My God, don't tell me they're going to have sex in the pool.
There's just no way in hell I'll ever accept her as part of the family. Especially if we're trapped in a car with lions outside for 3 days.
Damn it. Jess here is giving me way too much material this early in the movie.
Tell the warthog, Dad. Jess, want to try some?
No thanks, Dad.
All right.
I don't eat characters from The Lion King, especially not Pumbaa.
I almost feel cheap because this is such an easy joke to make.
Ah, you ain't good. Yup. For some bacon. Yup. He's a big pig. Yup. You can be a big pig too.
The next morning, in an attempt to get some bonding happening between Amy and the kids, Peter Weller gets everyone ready for an early morning drive through the game reserve, while he starts his first day at his new job. And I wholeheartedly trust the instincts of the ranger he gets to drive them around, because deciding to swerve off the already hard-to-see road into the middle of nowhere in Africa is the sign of a true professional. But Macaulay Culkin here decides to throw another cliché into the mix and asks the ranger to pull over so he can answer nature's call. But they are being watched by the Predator, the Eye of Sauron, Prince of Persia time skip, I don't know. Everything uses this visual spectrum. Oh, it's some lions. Well, it's lucky the ranger here has the situation completely under control. Just slowly move back to the car, don't panic, and...
Hey! What are you doing? Hey! Over here! Over here!
You're stupid.
Holy shit! You mean jumping around trying to get the lions to run at you makes the lions run at you? Whoa, plot twist! So, after causing the death of the ranger with her idiocy, not that the armed professional ever tried to shoot the charging lions, Amy and the kids are stranded. Yeah, the ranger took the keys out of the car when they stopped because, I don't know, maybe he thought some baboons would swoop down and carjack him. So, we've arrived at this point pretty quick, haven't we? Only 20 minutes in. So, is this going to be like the end of Cujo, only stretched out for an hour and 10 minutes? Oh, spiffing!
Here. Just have a sip, okay? Jess, you want some water?
No, damn it, I have to stay in character until the finale. Hours later, night eventually descends, and, tell me, does this shot look a little familiar to anyone else? I gotta admit, I kind of imagined the next Jurassic Park film would go in a slightly different direction. After a whole lot of nothing happens, the sun finally rises, and we're back with Peter Weller, who demands to go with the rescue workers to look for his family. But they refuse to let him come. So he decides to track down a local hunter by the name of Crawford, who will help him search the area.
Crawford, huh? Is he going to be the Quinn of this movie? Is this whole thing just going to be one big Spielberg homage? Is the next shot going to be a lion riding past on a push bike?
By some sheer fucking coincidence, the keys to the car just sort of show up a few feet away from them. So Amy decides to sneak out to get them. No. We saw what happened the last time she was allowed outside of the car.
Hey! What are you doing? Hey! Over here!
Nah, this is just running there and back. I mean, how can you possibly mess that up?
Run, bitch! Run!
Surprisingly, Amy manages to get the keys and make it back to the car, starting it up and even managing to get away. Right before immediately crashing it.
Knock it off, Johnson.
Throw the lions back in, cut to another fade out, and the pointlessness is complete. Meanwhile, Peter Weller has found that Crawford guy, and the two are scouring the area looking for the family.
Well, that's a relief, right? Choppers in the air, Quinn and Robocop on the ground. They'll find them in no time.
And look, they also managed to find an excuse to get Bridget Moynahan's top off.
It was a good idea.
Aww. And all that needed to happen for them to start liking each other was severe dehydration, and of course the death of the ranger.
After failing to flag down a passing helicopter, we get another massive coincidence strike, as a couple of poachers who just happen to be in the area shoot dead one of the lions right before it tears the girls to pieces. But then they get a creepy look on their faces when they see the girls, so we're then straight back to where we started from, only replaced lions with potential rapists. Oh, is it finally time for the Quinn speech?
I mean, what I read was that they're more afraid of us than we are of them, right?
Bullshit. A hungry lion will eat anything.
Well, I'm glad we had this talk. Come full nightfall, and the poachers are now in the car too, hiding from the lions. When suddenly...
Oh, so now the glass can shatter with ease. The exact same glass that was practically bulletproof up until a red shirt was sitting in the car.
Okay, day 3. Christ, this is monotonous. And I think the characters are even starting to agree with me.
That one over there just pulled his foot off.
David, stop looking.
Once again! Because, hey, Africa is such a tiny place, right? Peter Weller and Crawford just happen to stumble into the area the car is, but just far enough away so they don't quite notice them. So, Amy is forced to get out of the car and run to them. She gets their attention with the proven successful method, which also attracts the attention of the lions. So, time to enter into some classic craptastic CG! Yay! Boom! Dead lioness! Oh, look out, Crawford! He's been put in a blender, from the looks of it. Just checking the oil! Yep, you're gonna need a service soon.
What are you doing? That's gasoline!
No. They're not going to go for the old blow up the monster finale trope as well, are they? Fine, play the clip.
Smile, you son of a...
So, with Amy turning out to be fine too, despite clearly being in the car when it blew, and becoming BFFs with Jess, thus bringing the cliche to a close, this movie comes to an end with the family still hopelessly lost in the jungle because the only guy who knew where the hell they were is now dead.
Let's go home.
No such luck, pal! And that was Prey.
Okay, plainly, this is nowhere near as bad as Dracula 3000. But then that's like saying, hey, losing your leg at the knee isn't nearly as bad as losing the whole thing, right? What this movie lacks in just being plain awful, it more than makes up for in sheer boredom and gratuitous use of cliches and coincidences. I don't know what I was expecting when I watched this, but an hour and a half of stepmother/daughter relationship building interrupted occasionally by the odd lion was not it.
And that's all from me for tonight. So, I'm a lion. This is Oh the Horror. Save a roar for me. We'll see you next time.
Chihuahua.